Welcome to The Explainer. We're going to break down one of the most powerful and honestly intimidating tools the IRS has, the federal tax lien. We'll get into what it is, the serious damage it can cause, and most importantly, how you can deal with it.
So let's just start with a question that gets right to the point. Think about this. What could possibly give the IRS a legal claim to literally everything you own? Not just the stuff you have today, but anything you get in the future too.
Well, that's it right there. It's the federal tax lien. You got to understand, this is way more than just a bill in the mail. It's basically a super claim the government puts on all of your property, securing their spot at the front of the line if you don't pay up. So here's the key thing to wrap your head around. A tax lien doesn't mean the IRS is about to show up and tow your car. Not yet anyway. It's really a public legal announcement to the whole world that they have first dibs on your assets to cover the debt you owe.
And you absolutely have to know the difference between these two. A lien is the legal claim. It's the stake in the ground. A levy, well, that's the action. That's when they actually start seizing your property, taking money from your bank account, garnishing your paycheck. The lien always comes first. It's the warning shot.
What's just wild is how broad this thing is. It's not just your house or your car. It attaches to everything. And it's not just what you own now. It's a claim on your financial future, grabbing onto stuff you haven't even bought yet. And because it's a public record, it's like a giant red flag for anyone who might want to lend you money.
Okay, so what actually happens when this legal notice goes public? The fallout can be just devastating. This isn't just some paperwork filed away somewhere. It's a massive roadblock in your financial life.
The second that public notice of a tax lien hits your credit report, bam, your score can just tank. We're talking a drop of 100, even 150 points, which is just catastrophic for your ability to do, well, anything with credit.
And that hit to your credit score, it kicks off a nasty chain reaction. Forget getting a new mortgage or a car loan. Refinancing, selling property, it all becomes incredibly difficult, if not impossible. It can essentially freeze your entire financial life solid.
But here's where we pivot, because this is the most important part. A lien does not have to be a life sentence. Even after it's on the books, you've got a whole toolkit of options to get relief and start digging out.
Think of it like this. You've got three main strategies, and each one is for a different situation. A full release is the ultimate goal, right? Wiping it all away. But sometimes you need to be more surgical, like with a discharge to sell one specific asset. Or you can use subordination to let a new lender cut in line, which can actually help you solve the bigger problem. It's all about using the right tool for the job.
Okay, so you know about the tools. Now let's walk through how you actually use them. What are the practical steps you can take to fix this thing with the IRS?
One of the most common ways to go is an installment agreement. You basically set up a monthly payment plan. And the great part is, in a lot of cases, as soon as that plan is approved, the IRS will agree to release the lien. That takes the immediate pressure off your credit and lets you breathe while you pay down the debt over time.
But what if you truly honestly can't pay the full amount? Well, for that, there's the offer and compromise, or OIC. This is a pretty powerful option where you can actually negotiate with the IRS to settle your tax debt for less than you owe, based on what you can realistically afford.
And here's the best part. A successful OIC doesn't just lower your debt. It's a direct ticket to getting the lien released. As soon as you hold up your end of the deal and pay the settled amount, the IRS has to release that lien within 30 days. The slate is wiped clean.
Let's make this real for a second. Take a business owner. Let's call her Sarah. Her business has this amazing opportunity to grow, but she hits a total brick wall, an $85,000 tax lien. The bank won't even look at her for the loan she needs. Her business is just stuck.
So instead of just trying to pay it off, Sarah gets strategic. She uses lien subordination. She convinces the IRS to let the bank's new loan jump ahead of them in line for repayment. The bank is happy, she gets her loan, her business grows, and now she's in a much better position to actually pay off the IRS. It's a total win-win. Getting that lien released is a massive win, no doubt about it. But it's really just the first step. Let's talk about the road back to full financial health, because it's a journey.
Right after the lien is released, you should see a nice bump in your credit score. But getting all the way back takes time. It might be a couple of years before your score is fully back to normal, and the lien itself will actually stay on your credit report for 7 years. So patience and good financial habits are everything here.
And that brings us to what is, without a doubt, the most important takeaway from all of this.
All these solutions we talked about, they're fantastic, but they're all reactive. The absolute best strategy is to never let it get to that point.
Look, the IRS doesn't just sneak up on you with a lien. They send a whole series of notices first, things like the CP 501 or the CP 503. You have to see these for what they are. They are your early warning signals. Jumping on these notices right away is your best shot at sorting things out before a lien ever sees the light of day. So, we'll end on this thought. Knowing how to fix a lien is valuable, for sure. But what's even more valuable is realizing that a lien is a late-stage problem. The real power is in seeing those first warning signs and dealing with the issue then, long before it becomes a public record that can take over your entire financial life.